Wait, so you're gonna like edit out the first part until we start the introduction?
Oh, yes.
Alright, cool. Then I can say this.
Yes, but I...
All right, Sans, now you introduce everyone.
Why do I have to do it?
Because, Sans, you're too lazy to do anything else, so you might as well introduce these people who have joined us. We're hosting a little birthday bash, so do it!
Alright.
Wait, birthday? Whose birthday is it?
I mean holiday bash! Darn it, I've hung around Sans too much.
We are celebrating a birthday. We're celebrating Christmas's birthday in a couple of days.
Yeah, well, his name was not Christmas.
I'm calling him Christmas anyway.
For goodness sakes. Okay, I'll do the introductions then, fine. Yes, everyone, here with me and Sans is our king, King Asgore Dreamer.
Howdy.
Yes, he sounds very demonic today. And he has his son with him today, Mr. Asriel Dreamer.
Hello.
And his daughter? I don't know. His other child, Chara.
I hate you.
I'm gonna get stabbed later.
Hey, we talked about this. Be nice.
Yes.
Absolutely. Wait, hang on. I gotta do my epic intro.
What?
I gotta do my intro.
What intro?
Just give me a sec.
It's been a second.
Hey, what's up, guys, gals, and Skellabone pals? It's your big papa, Uncle Sans here.
Oh my
How's
God.
everybody doing today? Today
Sans.
we're back here for another Minecraft
Sans.
story mode.
Sans!
I thought I was
Sans! Stop it! Okay, so what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be asking all of you questions, and yes, including Sans. I know it's just going to make a pun out of it, though. I'm going to ask all of you a series of questions, and you are going to answer, all right?
Okay.
Kind of like a game show?
Yes, sort of like a game show. Though there's no prize, and you may have to listen to horrible puns by Sans.
Wait a minute. If there's no prize, why am I even doing this?
Because you're my brother, and you are going to do it because you love me.
Alright, fine.
If only people loved me.
Oh, everyone loves you, King Asgore. Your two children are here.
Except for your ex.
Sans,
Don't
I will hurt you.
remind me.
Okay,
Don't worry. I befriended her last night. She's doing fine.
I'm going to harm you, Sans. Okay, listen, let's get away from the subject of all of this, all right? Let's start with the first question. All right, Mr. Asgore, what does Christmas mean to you?
A very happy man going down your chimney, giving you wonderful presents to the nice children and monsters.
Oh, I like that answer. All right,
Also
Mr.
free
As...
cookies.
Oh, yes, that's always good. I always make sure to leave out cookies, however Sans always eats them.
Hey, I told you, it's not me, it's that mouse.
We don't have a mouse!
You have a pet rock.
No, we... Okay, yes, but a rock does not go off of its table and eat cookies!
You don't know that.
All right.
Well,
Asriel, what does Christmas mean to you?
Fruitcake?
wow, talk about a rocky start.
You're on thin ice, Bone Man.
Well, it is the middle of winter.
Good to know others
Okay,
don't like your
beginning.
puns, Sans.
Come on, you know I'm full of them.
His puns are
You know me
literally
by
making me
now.
eat a buttercup again.
Well, don't do that.
Don't you dare.
Yes, you will upset your father. Yes. Now, Chara, Chara, I don't actually know how to pronounce your name.
I
Don't
said
you?
Chara.
Do you not call my child a chair?
Here.
Okay, I'll just stick with Chara. What does Christmas mean to you?
Snow.
Good answer. All right. Well, Sans. What does Christmas mean to you, brother?
Means presents, getting to sleep in later. It means feeling all festive, merry, and whatnot from my head to my mistletoes.
I was going to say I was surprised you weren't making a pun, and then you had to ruin it!
You should know me better by now.
I know you too well. All right, what does Christmas mean to me? It means spending time with the ones you love, but then Sans had to ruin it with a bloody pun! All right, fine. On to the next question. If you are to get something for Christmas this year, what would you like to receive? And that's for all of you.
Now we have to think.
Knives.
Oh, for cooking?
Golly.
Sure. Chocolate.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would like
What
What
some
about you,
tea.
comedian?
Tea is very good. And I believe Chara said something about a comedian. Don't tell a pun, Sans. Don't.
I wasn't going to, but you talked me into it.
No, I said don't.
I wasn't going to, but you brought it up.
I only brought it up because I know you.
I know.
Hey,
You
I
know so well.
like to get sweets for Christmas.
Okay,
Ice
yes.
cream.
Yes, thank you for answering, Asriel. Otherwise, he would have told another pun. And Sans, I know what you want. You just want more socks. I already know.
What? What? Oh, I wasn't gonna say that.
That's all you ever write down on your list. You say, I don't know, bro. I just want some socks.
Oh, I don't want socks this year, alright?
Okay, then what do you want?
Leather jacket.
Oh.
And probably some socks, but I'm still thinking about it.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll have to add that to the shopping list. All right, fine then. Third question. This is for Mr. Asgore.
Oh,
If you could go anywhere for the holidays, where would you like to go? Somewhere sunny, somewhere snowy, or somewhere like a forest?
a forest will be nice.
Dad, we live right next to a forest.
Perfect.
So it stay at home vacate. Well, that's fine.
Yep.
Sounds like my kind of vacation.
Finally, something people agree on.
Yeah.
Don't entice him, please. All right, Asriel.
Yes.
I'm not sure why you don't. No, it's a different question. I'm not sure why the first two were the same, but this one is different.
Okay.
What is your favorite type of flower? Asriel?
It's a touchy subject.
Oh. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I don't really know why is this written in Sans' hat. Did you write this, Sans?
No? Wouldn't write something like that.
Sans.
No, if I would have wrote it, it would have been in pun form, bro. I didn't write that.
Okay. Now what is it for Chara? That's okay. These are strange. I don't remember writing these down. If you had a choice between mercy and fighting, what would you choose?
Depends on who it is.
Okay. Let's say, for example, it's my brother Sans.
Classified information.
Oh. All right.
I'm being honest.
Okay. Sans, I've left you out of the loop for a while now. So, what's your favorite type of rock?
My favorite kind of rock?
Yes.
Who do you think? Rocky. He's always been a good rock. All you have to do is feed him sprinkles, take him on a walk once in a while, and he's happy.
How do you walk a rock?
It's
What are
very
those?
challenging, but you do eventually get used to it. You'd be surprised. They're actually very fast.
Sorry, what?
They
Yes.
are. Like, I remember this one time where I saw him race a couple of snails.
Yeah, because they're snails, not rocks.
Yeah, the Rock won.
Yes.
What? No, that's
Only,
not how
he
it works.
did. All I told
Yeah,
him to do was to take his time. He'd
Yeah.
get there eventually.
That's not how it works.
Surprisingly, Sans telling something to take its time actually worked. I was actually very proud of him.
Yeah,
But rocks can't move unless you
Yeah.
force them to.
Of course they
But
can.
then I sort of ruined the victory because I finally broke the news to Papyrus that Rocky's name was itself a pun.
Yes, in which case I happened to be storming off, and then I just didn't come back home for a couple of days.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were. I went over to Waterfall and I saw you sticking your head in one of Alphys's dumpsters.
Yes. And then Undyne finally got me, and I spent the night at her place for a few nights, and then I finally came back home. Wait, hold, is this the end of the... This is the end of the questionnaire! Sans, I told you to help me write more!
You only told me to write as much as I could.
You wrote
did.
2!
The only questions I wrote were the questions directed at myself.
It's
All
no
right.
surprise he has no brain.
Alright, fine. I guess I'll just have to come up with a new question off the top of my head.
I have confidence in you, bro.
Sans, what do you call an angry skeleton that will become more angry if you keep being so lazy?
Give me a second.
Papyrus! Alright. Here, I have an idea. How about each of us ask each other a question? Since I have been reading off questions that were written down and not written down, we can do that. Alright, so how about we start off with you, Mr. Asgore?
Oh, I ask a question.
Yes, ask anyone a question you want.
Children,
Yes.
Yeah?
do you like your father?
Of course.
Yeah? Why would you have to ask that?
Just checking.
We all like you, Mr. Asgore. You don't have to worry.
Really?
Yes, of course. You're a king.
Golly, that makes my day better.
Well, good. Now, Asriel, it is your turn to ask someone a question. Anyone.
He gets nervous.
It's all right. Take your time.
Papyrus, what's your favorite thing about Christmas?
Oh, what's my favorite thing? My favorite thing about Christmas is, well, I suppose it might be a little childish, but I like getting new action figures from Santa.
Santa.
Yes! He has a big beard, and he happens to wear that coat and that hat.
Yeah. Papyrus has always been a good boy.
Yes.
I'm glad you enjoyed them.
Yes, I did. Wait, hold on, what?
Wait a minute.
Hey, how about we try some games? How about, just truth or dare?
Okay.
Oh, I love these.
Basically, you ask someone if they want a truth or a dare. Or it's you. They ask if you give them a question, they have to answer truthfully, or you give them a dare.
Okay.
I'll ask you truth or dare.
Okay.
So, truth or dare. Choose one.
Truth. I am a very honest skeleton.
So, my question is, how do you make your spaghetti?
Oh, well, that's a wonderful question. Well, you see, Undyne happened to tell me that I have to pick out the finest vegetables and ingredients, and fruit for some reason. I never understood why I had to mix fruit into the sauce, but I didn't question it. So what I do is I take my fist and I smash the vegetables against the countertop and scoop it into a bowl. After I'm done with that, I put noodles into a little tin, and a couple times I've almost burnt the house down, but you need to have the noodles on a very high temperature. After that, you then put the spaghetti and the noodles together, and it's done.
Oh god, my brain hurts.
Alright, your turn. Ask someone truth or dare.
Okay. Chara, truth or dare?
Truth.
Okay. Do you like your brother?
Of course. Like, what type of question is that?
But I just wanted to know.
Aw.
Sans, truth or dare?
Uh-oh.
I don't trust you and no dares, so I'm gonna
What?
just we know the truth.
So let's be frank. Do you hate me?
Depends. Have you had any certain tendencies lately?
Certain tendencies.
No, besides
Like
craving chocolate in the fridge, no.
like a tendency to shank random monsters?
Anyway, it's your turn.
Okay. I guess your turn, Sans.
Alright. Asriel, the little fluff bun, truth or dare?
Don't ever call him that.
Dare.
Chara,
God, it's gonna take him like 5 years.
you shut up, chair.
I'm not a chair!
Now, Sans.
Call her a chair.
I will go make some tea.
Oh, very well, Asgore.
That's good. She's probably just gonna sit this one out anyway.
Oh my God. Sans,
Alright,
please.
alright. Okay. I dare you to take a certain child's blades away.
I'm sorry, what?
The blades?
You mean her skates?
But blades are
No,
for
That's
skating,
what I was
man.
thinking. The poor child cannot
No.
skate anymore.
Yes. That's very cruel, Sans.
No. They're hiding other kinds of blades, not the kind
Yeah,
of
ice
blades
skate.
that.
Different
No,
types
no,
of
no,
skates?
no.
Yes,
Blades.
yes,
the-
yes.
Blades are for skating, ya dingus.
Nerd.
You dingus. No, it's. She has some blades that are not suitable for little genocidal toddlers like herself.
Genocidal is a strong word.
I'm
Huh?
so
Genocide.
confused.
That's not what the other timelines
What
say.
kind of damage can you do with roller skates?
And this is why I didn't agree to a family gathering.
No, it's all right, Asriel. Believe me, I understand. I have to deal with Sans every day of my life. How do you think I feel?
I never had this
Okay,
type of thing
Yeah.
before.
Well, you are now.
Speaking of. Wait, Papyrus. Speaking of family gatherings, don't you kind of wish that Dad was here too?
Yes, I do. If only he was here. If somebody didn't happen to want to pull a prank on him while he was at work, putting a banana peel by a place that didn't have a railing, and then watching him slip into the
Okay.
core, and then afterwards
That's what
telling the
happened.
pun.
Okay.
That,
okay.
can I just say one
I can
thing?
explain. What?
That sounds like a personal problem. Might want to fix it.
It very
Anyway,
much is a personal problem. He made our father go into the core, and then he said the stupid pun. I guess he didn't find it very appealing.
Anyway, two things, right? Number one, I didn't mean to leave not one, but several banana peels out by
You
the
left
wi-
several?
out
I
by
thought
the-
it was one.
No, it was several. I almost feel sorry for him because
Where'd you
Oh
get
my
the bananas
God.
from?
So it was
I-
you.
I feel sorry for him because he didn't he didn't potassium coming.
Sans, you have
I'm
killed
sorry, that was
5
a bad-
people, including your father.
Hey, let's not talk about you killing the 6 children. Why don't we?
You know what? That's actually a good point to start talking about little stories, shall we?
Anyway, no. The other thing I had to say was that I still remember the last thing father told me before he kicked the bucket.
Was it, hey, how far do you think I can kick this bucket? I've heard this 1,000,000 times!
You know me so well, bro.
Too well!
Is that supposed to be a good
Was
thing
it
or a
not
bad
my
thing?
turn?
It is your turn, yes. Mr. Asgore.
Someone gonna tell me truth or dare?
Yes. How about this? Truth or dare, Mr. Asgore?
The utmost truth, please.
Very well. What is your favorite kind of flower?
Oh, another question.
What?
Another question.
Let's
Okay.
try to keep off the flower topic, please.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm
Flower
so
topic.
sorry. It was the first thing. I've seen him watering flowers before. I'm so sorry. Okay.
I have a garden.
Okay. What is your favorite kind of tea?
Golden flower tea.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Sans, quick, tell a pun for God's sakes.
My existence.
Oh my God, no.
I actually find that amusing.
Okay. How about this? We'll tell tiny little stories that have happened to us. I'll go first. Okay, so there was this one time where I happened to learn that I could be a part of the Royal Guard. So I got really excited and I left the house really late at night. I didn't tell Sans because he was asleep, but he's always asleep, the lazy bones. Then I went to Undine's place and I happened to knock on a door. And she just looked at me after she opened the door and then shut the door. And I waited there for her to come back, and by the time she came back, it was about 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., and then she saw how determined I was, and then she started training me to become a part of the Royal Guard.
Wow,
That is an
very-
interesting story.
That
Yes.
is interesting.
My favorite
I hope
part
it
is
goes
the door in
well.
his face.
Yes, well, she was trying to test my determination.
Yes, determination and
Well, young Papyrus, you seem very determined.
Thank you, Asgore. Can I be a part of the Royal Guard now?
You don't seem ready yet.
Okay, yes, I will keep training hard then.
Yes, and I will teach you well.
Good. All right. Who wants to go next to tell a little story?
1, 2, 3, not it.
not it.
Got it.
Damn it. Well, the first time I made a garden when I was a child, I was with my own father. He taught me how to make a garden. It first started with a bit of grass, and then it grew to become flowers. Then turns out they weren't grass. They were tomatoes.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
okay.
Really?
Yep. Big red tomatoes. They were delicious.
That was a very interesting story, Father.
It must have been a wonderful surprise to just find a bunch of tomatoes.
Yeah, I thought it was grass. It all became green, and then it sprouted.
Don't worry. If you ever grow any more tomatoes, just give
Sans.
them to me, and I'll make some homemade ketchup with them.
Shut up! I don't
Oh.
want to hear another thing about ketchup.
Asriel.
Well,
Uh,
actually, wait,
Why?
Papyrus,
Yes?
you can help me with the tomatoes.
Oh, would you
We
like to
can
make
make
spaghetti
pasta
sauce? Oh, yeah, that would be
Exactly.
great.
Now you can put ketchup on spaghetti, right, pal?
Sans,
Uh,
no. I don't know
Yeah,
why
do
you
that
have
now.
this bizarre obsession with ketchup. Perhaps you would like to tell a story about it.
Nah, I got an even better story anyway.
Okay.
I feel like that's a lie.
You shut a chair. Anyway,
I hate you.
you're on thin frickin' ice, buddy.
All right, now,
Please.
come on. It's the
Winter
holidays.
just started.
That's right, I said the frick word.
It is the holidays, Sans. Just tell your story, please.
Yeah, don't worry. I know I'm getting banned from the Minecraft server later. Anyway,
You'll be getting banned from the house later if you continue!
wait,
Just tell the story!
what was the House of Minecraft server?
Oh my god.
Just tell the story!
What's a Minecraft?
Alright,
Just tell the story!
Jeez, tough crowd much. Anyway, I actually have a story that involves our dear fallen papa.
Oh god.
Oh, really?
It was a long time ago. Papyrus wouldn't have remembered all this. It was only a small baby bones back then. Father was working in the lab one day, and he called me over to test something. When I asked him what it was, he showed me it. It looked like this giant monstrosity made completely of bones.
Oh?
I never knew what they were. But he told me that these things were the next step in magic evolution. Sort of like summoning creature
Oh,
that
okay.
could a summoning creature that could be used to fire pure energy that's been manifested from the user's
So I have a story
soul.
that I can tell.
This doesn't sound like a Christmas story.
I mean, my story wasn't, nor was it Asgore's, but it's an interesting story. You've never told me about this before, Sans.
I know,
Or do
and
you
I'm
need
doing
to
it
know
now.
about it?
Anyway, so he said that the thing could fire pure beams of energy, and the energy was manifested from monsters' magic supply that was stored in their soul. He hadn't come up with a name for them yet, and said they were still in the experiment stage. But he told me, and I still remember it very vividly when he did. He said that when it was finished, he wanted me to be the first one to test them out. And that day came, and I finally did. It worked like a charm. And he told me that it was going to be useful for me in case the humans decided to come back for us one day. That was of course a long time ago, only a little bit after we got sealed underground. But
Okay,
by
moving on.
by a little while, of course, mean a couple hundred years, but whatever. But still, and then after he fell into the core because of a faulty banana peel that was somehow left there,
Oh.
Decided that in his honor, I would take his invention and do as he said, use it as my own. And of course, in his honor, I named him after him. And that's how I came to have Gaster Blasters.
Gaster Blasters?
I've
Yeah.
never seen them. I would like to.
I honestly, Sans, I thought you were just going to tell a pun, or at least roll up to a pun. I didn't think you were going to tell an actual story, so I'll give you high props.
This really doesn't sound like a Christmas story.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
But
It sounds like a personal story.
yeah, we were all telling personal stories. It wasn't really Christmas stories, just
But
normal.
I thought-
Yeah.
You know what?
I made my first garden during Christmas.
Well, I don't actually know what time of year it was when I happened to go and storm towards Unline's house, so maybe it was Christmas when Sans happened to be told this by our father? I don't know.
Well, I don't exactly remember what it was, but Papyrus, you know the Gaster Blasters, those big, dragon-headed things that you saw that one time.
Oh, it's those? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think there's also, let's just say there's also another person here who's well acquainted with them.
Moving on.
I knew it. Asriel.
No. Moving on.
Well.
Wait. Asriel, I've actually seen your version of it. Remember in your almighty god of hyper
Shut up!
Oh god, wait, hold on. What?
Asriel, the god of hyper death and rainbow
Shut
stars.
The wait, hold on. Why are we talking about rainbows and hyperdeath?
Because Asriel used to draw it near the fireplace when we were eating Mom's butterscotch pie.
Oh,
we
I
agreed not-
remember.
He would always get mad at me
not
when I
to
made
talk
fun of
about
him.
this.
And then he would tell Mom on me.
Yeah, remember
we
that
agreed
And
one?
I
not
get
to
in
talk
trouble.
about this.
This sounds like a
Remember that-
perfect story to tell.
Remember
I
that
have
one?
it on my phone.
Wait, everyone. Remember that one Halloween where he cosplayed as the god of hyperdeath?
Yes, he forced me to help him. And Mom did too.
I don't.
I actually remember helping Tori make the costume
Oh
for him.
my god.
I must have been helping Undine and Alphys with something. Oh, that's right. I was there watching some kind of Halloween story about some skeleton or something. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Did you
yeah, I
know that there
remember
are skeleton actors in the human world, Sans?
Oh yeah, you're talking about that that weird Jack guy. Yeah, did you know he's our distant cousin?
Really?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you guys are...
Wowie. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was very weird to find that out. Anyway, so, Asriel, about your God of Hyperdeath story.
We're not talking about that.
Oh, okay. Well, would you like to share a different story then?
Yes.
Okay. By the way, before we do continue, I was really hoping for Flowey to show up, but he hasn't shown up yet. I sent him an invitation and everything.
Papyrus. Flowey couldn't come today.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Go
that's a
boys,
shame.
again.
Darn it, I really wanted him to meet all of you.
He was busy, and
Nah.
wanted to tell you that.
Well, all
you don't-
right.
He had to go on vacation.
Oh,
we don't-
well, all right. I hope he has a fun time.
No, we don't need that diabolical little weed here.
Oh, he's not that bad, Sans.
We
You
don't
just need to get to
an
know
idiot
him.
here either, but
Really?
I'm not here to see
Really?
him complaining.
Have you seen the amount of Photoshop he uses?
I didn't know he
wouldn't get
used
it.
computers.
No, you wouldn't get it.
Okay, well, go
Wait.
ahead, Asriel.
I hate
What
you.
is Photoshop?
That's a good question. I think it's like a
It's
sort
it's
of thing you
type
use
of
on a
magic
computer.
that we don't talk about, okay?
Is
So
it a show
moving on.
using photos?
The type of human magic. Anyway, moving on.
Humans have
Yeah,
magic
moving on
too.
from the topic you created.
I guess so, Asgore.
Uh,
I think Asriel was about to share a story, wasn't he?
I don't know. I don't think he's really in the mood.
Anyway, I also remember. I remember this time. Remember the time where we all played hockey together.
Oh, yes, I
Yes.
remember.
You remember?
I
Tori
remember.
would just slap with the sticks. Is this how you play? Is this how you play? Is this how you play?
Stop being cringe culture, Sam.
Ah.
Remember the time Alphys got onto me for default dancing? That was the best.
If she didn't, I would have.
What
Oh, man.
is default dancing?
It's from a
you don't
video
know.
game, Asgore.
Oh, that's
It's
very
where they
nice.
happen to gyrate their fists.
It's from a dumb baby game. You wouldn't understand.
Yes.
You sure?
Believe me, you don't
Yeah,
want to
just-
know
just-
anymore.
Just take my word on it. Just take my word on this one.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
Normally I would not agree with Sans, but I 100% agree with him in this case.
Your warnings makes it seem that it's absolutely awful.
The game itself isn't awful. It's just certain humans. Anyway,
Is it just
So, what
humans?
do we
I
do
thought
now?
monsters also played on that game.
you know,
What's wrong with humans, Sans? You have a problem with them?
no, just a problem with certain ones.
Well,
Oh,
sounds like a personal
yes.
problem.
Danny
Wanna fix it?
DeVito. He's too funny.
Hey,
Did you say Danny
Yeah.
DeVito?
Yes, he's too funny.
you know how many times I get compared to Danny DeVito? Huh?
Is that supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing?
No, Danny DeVito is a wonderful fellow. I can't get over the fact he's very, very funny.
No, but like the thing is like me and him were both the same size. People keep saying that I'm basically just his skeleton.
That also reminds me, don't you keep getting compared to this these two young boys too? Yeah, hold on.
No.
What were their names?
No.
Yes.
Ness and Steven University?
Don't talk about the little boy that cries PK or something every 5 seconds. And we certainly don't talk about the little boy who's constantly surrounded by lesbian space rocks.
Hold on a second, Sans. Technically, you are surrounded by two lesbians.
What?
Yeah. that's
If I
true.
know, if I do understand what the word lesbian is.
Wait.
What
Um,
is
you-
What way are you thinking that in Papyrus?
I'm thinking
You'll-
it's
you'll know when
Alphys
you're
and
older.
Undyne, but I don't know if that's correct.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Ah, well,
definitely.
okay.
Yeah,
there you
that's-
go,
that's what they
Sans.
are.
You're surrounded by two.
I know that. Thank you
Actually,
for
now that
pointing
I
out.
look at it, you happen to have the same sort of smile as that Steven.
No, we don't talk about him.
Doesn't he also wear a hoodie?
And makes jokes.
Not really.
Does he make
Sorta.
jokes?
He does make jokes.
Oh my god.
His jokes aren't funny though.
Yeah, yours are terrible too. Your point
Oh,
is.
like yours already better chocolate bar.
Shut up, egghead.
Oh, come now. Don't fight in
Oh,
front of...
please stop fighting.
Yes,
Wanna have a
please.
bad time again, kiddo? You wanna go?
Sans? Don't make me restrain you.
You mean restrain me?
Yeah.
I'll use my bone attack.
What?
If
He
you
started
start
it.
a fight, no chocolate.
Hmm.
What do you mean use your bone attack?
You
can't
know
do
my
nothing to me,
special
no way.
attack, Sans. I'll use the blue bones and you won't be able to move.
You can't even use your special
I
attack,
thought
bro.
your special
All I have
attack
to
was
do,
a dog taking your
all
bone.
I have to do is call on the dog.
What dog?
You know, the dog.
Oh, that one dog. Look, well, I can still use blue bones to stop you in your place.
Wait a minute. Don't we worship a dog?
What are you talking about?
What?
Oh
Um,
wait, y'all don't understand that yet.
No, I think I do, Sans. I think I do.
I'm
don't worry.
incredibly confused.
Are you? Yes,
Don't
I
worry.
am very confused too, Asgore.
Don't worry, kiddos. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Kiddos, I am
Oh,
very
God.
much older than you.
Yeah, that you're not too far off, Chara. But we don't talk about that.
All right, how about we continue telling little stories, because I'm utterly confused and so is Mr. Asgore.
Please.
Okay, how about I start off again? All right, oh yes, all right, so there was this one time I happened to be walking through Snowdon, and I was going to check and see if Sans happened to be working on his puzzles. And well, no, he was by a sentry station just standing around, and there was a very conveniently shaped lamp that he kept trying to tell me, "Hey bro, look over at the conveniently shaped lamp, maybe it's gonna help you, it'll light up your life, bro." And I said, "Sans, no, I'm not going to do that." But he kept trying to allude to the lamp and wanted me to look over there, so I was getting really angry, then I told a pun. Yes, he rubbed off on me, and I told a pun, and I was so disappointed in myself, I just ran away.
But I was so proud of you.
I was disappointed in me. Then afterwards, all of a sudden, a human showed up out of nowhere. Sans not doing his job, of course. But there was a rock in front of the human, so I thought he was just talking about the rock.
Yeah, there was a rock there.
There wasn't.
Yeah,
It was a nice rock. I will say that. I will give you credit, Sans. It was a very nice rock.
And I don't
You
understand
should have
why
made it
there
Rocky's
was.
girlfriend.
I don't
It
understand
very well
why
might
there was
be.
another. But what I don't understand is that I wasn't pointing at a rock. It was the rock. I don't know why there's another human underground anyway. That name, but it's weird. We don't talk about it though.
Okay.
Well, anyway, as I was saying, so yes, afterwards I happened to say, I will jape you, human, and give you many puzzles. And so the human kept solving my puzzles. I was actually very proud. And I pressed this one puzzle that happened to have a lot of tiles, and it... I don't want to talk about that one. But yes, eventually
No,
I
go
fought the
ahead.
human, and I dated the human.
Why?
What?
Yes, I fought and date the human.
Papyrus,
Yes?
you know what child means, right?
Yes!
And how old are you?
Good question.
Yeah, but you can't really judge him. I took the human on a date too.
Yes.
What?
Wait, you did?
Oh, I didn't tell you?
No!
Well,
When
it
did
wasn't
this
really
happen?
dark.
Hold on a
It wasn't-
second! How
well,
many
hang
dates
on,
did the
hang on.
human go on?
Hang on. Yeah, well, the human went on plenty of dates, but, well, ours
Wait,
wasn't
how
technically-
many?
Ours, I don't know, but ours wasn't technically a date. I just took them to dinner over at MT's.
Well, okay. Oh, that's not. You see, what I did was I
That's
went
just
in my.
inviting people to dinner.
I mean, yeah, it was sort of a nice atmosphere. Like, they had like these nice cloth tables, some nice ambiance music playing in the background, and this nice dripping fountain. It reminded me of another place, and I don't know, just peaceful. I mean,
Well-
it seemed as if it was raining somewhere else.
Well, it's very strange, Sans, because how the date went with the human with me is I just happened to, I happen to say, well, I always wear my special clothes underneath my regular clothes, and then I gave the human some audition spaghetti, not my normal spaghetti, mind you, and well, I was hoping feelings would blossom forth on the date. Never happened, so I had to let the human down gently and say that I don't like the human the way they like me.
What? How could a human not fall for you, bro? You're the great.
No, you're not understanding. I had to say that I didn't feel the same way about the human.
Oh, well, at least you did the right thing. I'm proud of you.
Yes, well, I had to let the human go and just be friends, of course. I enjoy that a lot better.
It's good that you do. Whatever makes you happy, bro.
Yes.
Even if I do torture you 24/7.
Yes. However, I am very curious. Did the human go on a date with Undyne? I need to text Undyne here. Hold on. Sans, you start off a new story while I...
Alright, let me tell you about this one time I had to do some babysitting with a toddler in the Golden Hall.
Here we go again.
I remember
one
it
cares,
Golden
no
Hall.
one's interested.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
remember
God!
Like it was just...
I just found out that Undyne also dated the human!
Yeah, Alphys
Really?
did too.
God.
Yes! The Alphys did?
Yeah.
What is up with the human and dating?
I don't know, I guess they're just feeling really risky.
Continue your story, Sans. I'm too disappointed and angry to respond.
Well, it's fine, but I'm kind of proud because that means that the child finally has some character. Alright.
Sans,
I hate you.
there's a fine line and you're walking over it.
You're on thin frickin' ice, pal.
Yes, you are!
Oh, he used the frick word. How dare you?
Whatever. Anyway, so I was up in the golden hallway, right? I was just sitting in there, mind my own business, and then I see this weird little child walking into the hall. So, I just sat there and put on my serious grin. And I just simply said, "Hey, I'm busy, huh?" And then I decided I'm gonna ask him a question. And of course, the question I asked him was, "Do you think that even the worst person can change?"
And they said yes.
I do.
That's not what I heard down my corridor.
What?
And then
Okay.
Wait, no,
okay.
then,
wait,
of
hold
course-
on,
Okay,
hold on.
Okay, I
hold
think we
on.
should move on.
No, hold on. Asgore, what did you hear?
I heard something else.
Yes, what was that?
Legendary
No.
Fort Master?
I've heard about the legendary Fart Master.
Hey, that's what I thought.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. We don't talk about the legendary
Oh,
Fort
we're
Master.
gonna
I
talk
don't
about
know
the
who-
legendary
who's the legendary.
Master.
That's what I heard in my corridor. What have you been doing?
I
In whose corridor?
don't know who the legendary Fort Master is. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Who told you?
Oh my god.
You?
Continue with your
heard
story
your
now,
voice.
Sans.
Anyway, and then after I asked him, the question and whatnot, I said to them my usual line, "Hey there, kiddo. Let me ask you a better question. You want to have a bad time?" And I told him,
Wait,
"Hey,
hold on.
you take
Hold on.
another
Wait, hold on. Sans. Who would respond with yes to that?
I don't know.
And when did this happen?
Yes, when did this Who asks the question, do you want to have a bad time? Who's going to say yes?
Yeah.
Why am I
it's a bad
goddamn
time. No one's gonna
gold
want to say yes
corridor?
to that.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's not the point.
I'm
Anyway,
very much
I
worried
told him-
about it.
You're telling us not to worry about it, yet you're still explaining it to us.
told
So
him-
we're gonna worry.
I told him, hey, hey, you know what? You take another step forward, you are really not gonna like what happens next. They took a
Why would
step
you say
forward,
that?
and it was a long time ago.
It was a long
What do you
time
What do you mean
ago.
a long time ago?
Like, you know what I mean. Anyway,
No,
so
we
then-
Clearly we don't, Sans. You're confusing us.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Come on.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, and so then I told him, if you take another step forward, you're really not gonna like what happens next. And they
What
step
did-
forward, and then I'm like, oh no, here we go. Then of course I had to give him the old speech about how, oh, it's a beautiful day outside, and birds are singing, flowers are blooming.
When have you
on
ever
days like
said
these,
that?
kids like you. Like I said, that's not important.
No, hold on.
Anyway.
It is very. Hold on, Sans.
Anyway.
You are very. No, you are very lazy, Sans. And most of the time I see you sleeping. When have you ever said, it's a beautiful day outside, birds are singing, flowers are blooming,
Flowers are
on days like
blooming.
these, kids like you should be burning in hell? Where have
Burning
you
in
said
hell.
such a line like that?
It's not
Yes,
nothing we need to
Sans.
talk.
When did you ever
Any-
say a line like
Anyway,
that?
back to the story.
No,
I told
no,
him-
Have you
continue.
been
I'm
dr-
interested.
Have you been drinking?
Yes, have you.
No,
Actually, yeah,
no.
have you gotten into the eggnog?
No, officer.
What?
What?
Anyway, of course, I gave him the old speech, it's a beautiful day outside, and birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, kids like you should be burning in hell. Usual speech, and then I may or may not have killed him a couple times. But that's not important. Anyway,
I'm
it was
sorry,
all
what?
said and
No,
done,
no,
all
hold
some
on.
good fun.
Yeah, I thought this was supposed to be a cheerful thing that we're doing, but not at all.
Sans?
Don't worry.
You're telling us
I
not to
didn't-
worry.
I
yet
didn't-
you're
Yes,
telling
I
us this
didn't
whole
actually-
story.
Sans, you're as your brother, you're really worrying me, Sans.
No, I
You're
didn't-
starting to
I
say
didn't-
you've said. We have a witness here who says he never heard you say such a thing, and he was just right down the corridor from you. King
I can tell
Asgore
you-
is right down the corridor from you, yet he's never
Well,
heard
I
you
can-
say such a thing.
I can tell you what I did say. Alright, you ready for this? This is exactly what he said. Hey there, buddy, chum, pal, friend, buddy, pal,
Oh,
chum, bud, friend,
God.
fellow, brother, amigo, pal, buddy, friend, chummy, chum, pal. I
Stop,
don't mean to
Tim.
be rude, my
Stop.
friend, pal, home slice, bread, slice, dog, but I gotta warn you, if you take one more diddly darn step right there, I'm gonna have the diddly darn snap your neck, and wowza, wouldn't that be a crummy juncture, huh? Do you want that?
What's in
Do you
this
wish upon
tea?
yourself?
That's a
Do you
good
wish upon
question.
yourself to come into physical experience of the crummy
Oh my
juncture? Because
God.
friend, buddy,
I'm glad
chum,
I haven't
friend,
drunk
pal,
anything
pal,
yet.
chum, friend, if you keep this up, well, gosh diddly darn. I just
Sans,
might have to
shut
get not
up!
So friendly, you my friendly friend,
Shut
pal, friend, buddy,
up.
chum, pal, friend, chum, buddy.
I'm gonna
Alright,
kill
I
the dog.
drank the wrong tea.
Did you brew the tea yourself, though, Mr. Asgore?
Of course, I always do.
Then it should be all right. What Sans is drinking, though, I have no clue. I think he may have gotten into the eggnog a little too early.
I'm the first one in the eggnog every year.
And you always put ketchup in it for some reason.
It's
Yeah,
disgusting.
I smelled
Yeah.
it. I don't want to drink it.
Yeah, believe me, you don't want to.
I'm sorry. It's too good. One of these days, it's gonna be the death of me.
Oh, that was funny indeed.
All right. I suppose I can
My
tell
question
another.
is, how can you taste eggnog if you don't have a tongue?
That is classified information.
Yes, that is classified information.
Is it magic?
It's
Yep.
classified
Magic.
information.
Oh, okay.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
No, that's flowy,
Wait, you're not a
Sans.
plant. You're not a tree.
Please don't talk about flowers in front of Asriel.
He has been very silent for a while. I hope he's okay.
Well,
He's just contemplating something.
I was about to say he's probably just contemplating everything, and honestly, being around Sans for just a few hours, I understand. It's completely understandable.
He doesn't do that well with big groups like this, so it
Listen,
Yes.
takes him a
Sans,
minute.
I think you need to... Here. This is a psychiatrist. You can go to them.
I think he needs it.
Because I never heard you say those words in my corridor.
And I've never heard you say those words ever, Sans. It's very important that you go and get some help, brother.
And I've never heard those words because I was dead at that point.
I don't need that. Besides, I put the fun in dysfunctional.
Oh my god.
You need help.
Please take the card.
Okay, how about I tell a story that happened to when me and Sans were really young?
Well, that would be nice.
All right. Well, you see, me and Sans happened to be, before we moved to Snowdon, we happened to be in the city for a little while there before. And, well...
Oh, yes.
Yes, and...
I remember.
Yes, and there was this one time where Sans happened to be digging in a dumpster, and I was getting on him because he was in the dumpster, and he said, "Hey, come on, bro, I can't resist." And then he said, "Oh, sorry, bro, that pun was a little trashy." He just over and over and over again, until finally someone from a roof, and I won't forget this, someone from a roof shouted, "Shut up with the puns!" And it was this old lady from her roof and just dropped a giant pie from her skyscraper.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love that pie.
I know it was no, it was not Miss Toriel. Believe me, I would have recognized that. I never forgot that day. It was a pie.
That pie is delicious.
Yeah, what pie was that, Sanj? You're the one who was hit in the face with it.
I don't know actually. I think it was it might have been cinnamon. I think.
No. It was definitely a fruit.
Oh, probably apples or something.
Yeah, it probably was apples or maybe I don't know. It was red. It was definitely red.
Probably cherry.
I like red.
Of course you do.
I know, it's a good color.
Yes, but I will never forget that someone else out there despises Sans' puns, and that just helps me go every day. Gives me plenty of motivation.
I hate them too.
Good. I'm glad someone else can agree with me too.
Well, she's not exactly everyone's favorite either, so...
What do you mean?
What are you saying? Both my children are my favorite.
I forgot that Asgore was here.
Sans, please.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Nothing bad. Nothing
Sans,
bad.
explain. We're curious. Do tell.
Where you forgot?
Oh,
Yes.
let's just say I still haven't forgotten the 1 year that the little rascal over here stuck a knife between my rib cage.
When?
What? When was this?
Oh, that was last year.
Last year?
Last year. What?
What happened?
Yes, I would like to know that too.
I don't know.
He said, "Hey Sans, I have a sharp idea," and then suddenly I got a knife plunged between my ribs.
I don't know what's more disappointing, the pun or that happening.
Yeah, that's...
It's
I
definitely
don't
the
know.
pun.
You've been kind of out of it lately, Sans. Are you sure you're okay?
Well, he has been drinking the eggnog. I made sure to check. I looked over to the table, and yet
Yeah,
there it
but
is,
you
almost
spiked the
halfway
eggnog.
gone.
I thought we agreed that no one would spike the eggnog. Who spiked the eggnog?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sans likes to put ketchup in it. I'm starting to
I
think it
spiked-
may not be ketchup.
I
Dude,
spiked it.
Sans is kind of sus, not gonna lie.
I know. I spiked it. So I could have it all to myself.
Sans,
Rude.
do you know how big our bowl is? We have a giant
know.
glass bowl that houses at least 3 gallons. You've drunk half of it.
I know. Isn't it
That's it.
beautiful?
Where does it all go? Your skeleton.
That's classified
Nobody
information.
knows.
Not even you.
Nope. Don't bother to check.
What? You don't
I
know?
remember
Sans,
last
we
time you
both
had,
know.
like, this... Yeah, I remember last time you had like this red stuff on your shirt.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Would
Those
you
are my
like me
ketchup
to
packets.
explain, human?
Huh?
I can explain since I am a skeleton as well.
Really? I thought you were just a big thing of bones.
Well, technically,
neat.
that's what a skeleton is, if you think about it. Magic and bones.
Did
But
you know
yes, if you want an
skeletons
explanation,
like
I can give you one. Sans will just make a bunch of bloody puns.
I'm actually interested as well.
Yes, so you see, when me and Sans happen to eat or drink, it happens to be absorbed into our soul. It sort of fuels our soul. Whenever someone says they need fuel for their brain, essentially that's exactly what it is. If we happen to eat spaghetti, it is absorbed into our soul. If we drink something, however, if it has to be a specific kind of liquid, sometimes it will drip out, like the ketchup in Sans's case.
Wait. Hold everything. I just realized something.
Yes.
If our food goes to our souls,
Yes.
then why do humans call a certain type of food they have soul food?
Because it's... Oh, God. Okay.
I mean,
What?
Perhaps the same happens to humans.
well, the kiddo told me about this thing they have on the surface called soul food. I still don't know what it
Yes,
is, but I assume it's about the
a
same
type of
thing.
culture food, sort of. I think. I don't really
They
pay
have
attention to it.
They have soul cultures on the surface?
No. Oh, okay. I don't know how to explain it to someone who doesn't have a brain, so...
I don't know that. Do I not have a brain?
No, you... No. You have a brain.
All right.
What was that?
It was me.
Oh!
Hey, Asriel. Hi!
Oh!
Where did you
Asriel,
get that?
I'm so sorry that you passed out because of Sans' stupid puns. Are you alright?
Man, they're so boring.
Oh, come on.
Boring. Now that's the reaction I was not expecting.
Come on. My puns can be boring and fun, yet simple and complex. It can be
Child,
randomized.
are you
It can be
okay?
anything because the
Okay.
inner imaginations of my puzzles. No, wait, that's you.
Sans just...
I'm
You're-
kidding. I'm
you're-
drinking.
Your
I'm
next
drinking-
line, your next line is the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Okay,
The inner
alright.
machinations of my mind are an enigma. What?
Before Sans says anything else everyone is going to regret, let me just catch you up to speed here, Asriel, okay? So, Chara was very curious how food works for me and Sans, and I just got through explaining. Would you like the explanation, since you just woke up?
Magic.
Essentially, yes.
I wish
Also,
I had
Asriel,
magic.
I have a question.
Hmm?
Did you know humans have soul food?
Yes, that's very curious.
Huh?
They have soul
Okay, it's
food.
not actually soul food. It's just the
Oh.
name of the food.
Why would they call it
Gotcha.
soul food? That's very confusing.
Because
No,
they
right?
say it's good for the quote-unquote your soul. It's not. It's just
Then
some
it's
weird
not.
food.
That's the
So
point.
it's
It's
false
good for the soul.
advertising?
Yes, false advertising, yes.
I can't believe it. Who would do something so shady?
No, but there
Humans.
is this thing. No.
Such a
There is this thing
shame.
on the surface that I've
Oh?
heard of. Yeah, it's called Chick-fil-A, my dude.
Chick-fil-A. That sounds
Yes.
delicious. What does it
It is.
have?
Most of it's chicken.
Ooh!
What's
I'd love to
chicken?
try it.
Yeah, what is a chicken?
It is a bird.
Yes. Alright, so you know the birds outside the judgment that you hear chirp, obviously, because they're birds. Think of it
Oh,
as
yeah.
those, but they're
Yeah.
bigger. They have these long, red, dingly things on their nose or under their beak. I don't know either one.
That's disgusting.
And they're really tasty. Unlike
Hmm.
snails.
I
I've-
don't know,
Hey, those
snails
tacos all
taste pretty
delicious
good.
too.
Snails are disgusting.
I thought we had chickens in the underground.
Did we?
Do we?
I thought so. Or at least maybe I heard
We
the
have
humans say,
magic
oh, this tastes
chickens."
like chicken once, and I was confused. And I said, yep, that's chicken, because I was confused.
We have magic chicken, but
Mm.
they can't be
Right,
cooked.
but it's not actually chicken.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
Asriel, since you were asleep, I should explain one other thing. Sans was going on about this. We've just been telling stories, essentially. Sans was going on about this one time in the Judgment Hall, but Asgore nor I was able to remember any time of Sans saying anything. He kept
We
saying
talked
something
about
about,
hell
it's a
in-
beautiful day on outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On
Can you
days like
please
these,
move
kids
on
like you
from
should
the
be burning in
subject?
hell. It was really strange. Have you ever heard him say anything like that?
Nope, not at all. I don't know
I
what you're
mean,
talking about.
I
only
remember
heard
very
from the
clearly.
Jedi Force Master.
I mean, they always made me wonder why. They always made me wonder why people don't use their best attacks first.
Best
Huh?
attacks. I suppose that's a good.
Sorry.
So,
There it
what's
goes
your
again.
type of human food you would want to try first if we ever make it back to the surface?
Oh, I would
Besides
love.
spaghetti.
chicken.
Yes, of course. Besides spaghetti, I would absolutely love to try those tacos.
Oh,
Yes.
You know what the kiddo told me about tacos, right, bro?
I swear, if it's a pun about tacos, I'm going to
which
smack
kiddo?
No. I'm talking about Frisk. You're not a kiddo. You're a toddler.
I'm sorry,
Anyway,
what?
moving on. Back to what I was saying about the tacos, bro. The kiddo Frisk, they mentioned to me about how humans would sometimes do this thing where you could put spaghetti into tacos and make spaghetti tacos.
What?
Spaghetti tacos. Who makes spaghetti? What?
What? Blasphemy!
What is
Spaghetti
this
tacos? Not
heresy?
even I've heard of that.
Tell me. Okay, Sans, tell me. I'm not going to judge it, but does it taste good?
Well, oh, it certainly does. You just take a taco shell and put spaghetti in it.
Oh, so it's. Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't sound too bad then. It's just spaghetti with a hard shell. All right.
Yeah.
Since that's a good
Um,
question, how about everyone else?
I think that if I get to the surface, the kiddo also told me something about how, well, you know how I sell hot dogs and hot cats, right? On the surface, the kiddo told me about how they have these things called chili cheese dogs. They sound pretty
Oh.
good.
That actually sounds pretty good.
Chili?
I know.
Chili, cheese, and is that you put chili on a hot dog?
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
That does sound
No.
delicious.
A bit greasy for my taste, but yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. I've always wanted to try them, and if I could, I plan on opening a restaurant on the surface, and I'm gonna sell them, and I'm gonna make Joey Fatone go out of business. I'm gonna be the hot dog king around there.
Oh God.
I guess you could really say that you'd be the Wiener King.
Oh my
there
god,
it is.
Asriel, why?
Good boy. Good.
I'm
Asriel.
sorry. He
Asriel.
infected me.
Asriel,
He
you
infected
betrayed
me.
me.
I'm
I'm so-
sorry.
I'm so proud of you, Prince Fluffy Bun.
I couldn't help
Sans,
it.
shut up.
I'm sorry.
It's okay,
that's
Asriel.
one
You
element
regret it,
that
and
makes-
that's the best thing. You regret it. There's hope for you.
Oh, it's fine. He just got my goat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm going to
Children
wring
would
your
leave.
neck.
Asriel, goodness, what violent tendencies? Where are they coming from?
Wow.
We are leaving.
Sorry. Please.
It reminds me a
ignore
lot of Flowey. Goodness, where is he? Oh, that's right, he's on vacation. Darn it.
Yeah, vacation. So, what were we talking about again?
Well,
Surface
Right,
food.
food. We were talking about food on the surface. One I want to try out is there's a lot of different salads that I keep hearing about. Like, Kara keeps telling me that there's a bunch of different salads. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot.
I don't get how there's so many types of salads. Like,
There's fruit
They all-
salad.
fruit salad.
what?
Think of it as like a regular
do
salad,
sound
but it's
yum, yum,
nothing
yum.
but fruit. It's like a bunch of different fruit in one bowl mixed together.
That sounds delicious.
It
So
actually.
it's basically more of like a dessert than an actual.
Oh, I
salad.
want to try every human food now.
Why do humans get all the good stuff?
That's a good question, but we got spaghetti, though.
Not all of it's good. Not all.
You know what? I will make a rule that we shall make new food.
Ooh.
Or we should
New
just
food?
Okay, just new food.
I don't think that
Papyrus
should
could
be a
help.
rule.
That
I
sounds
think it's
great.
more so something
Well,
that could be great
like-
for like a group project for the
Yeah,
us, you know?
that would be nice.
Yeah,
Well,
Papyrus
I
could
came
help.
up with the food choice.
I
since
could
I know
help.
most about human food.
Asriel, before you happen to fall asleep because of my brother, you never happened to tell a story. Would you like to tell one now?
It could be about us, Asriel.
Yes.
How we
Mhm.
first met.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. So, sorry, very foggy. It's been a long time.
Oh, it's all right.
Anyway, so, the day that Chara and I met, I was walking through what is now the ruins, I guess. We lived there at the time, I believe. But I was walking through, and I found this large area at the very end with a giant hole in the ceiling, and there was very, very bright light coming through, and on the ground, I saw Chara laying down on just in a bed of flowers. And I got really concerned because I never expected somebody to be there, and it looked and also sounded like they had fallen because I did hear something. So I decided to go and see if they needed help, and I helped them up, and we talked for a little while, and well, the rest is literally history. It was a good day.
I do have a question,
Yeah,
though.
Asriel scared me a little bit when we first met.
Really?
Well, because I always thought the monsters were just, something to keep people off the mountain, And
I never
Oh,
actually
those
knew what
humans.
I never actually knew what a human looked like. So I thought you were just some other. I thought you were just some other monster.
I guess.
I had to tell Asriel that this was a human,
Mhm.
since I had seen them before.
It was an interesting experience, I will say the least.
It was, but it was a nice
Yeah,
experience.
the fall was a long way down.
I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How did you fall down, Chara?
That's classified information.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
very
Talk
well.
about-
Very well. I didn't know if that's something you wanted to share or not. I shall respect your privacy.
So, least favorite food.
Least favorite food? Sans' quiche.
What? What about my quiche?
I'm sorry, Sans, but I need to tell you the truth. The quiche you make, it doesn't taste like food. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, Sans. It's just I know you work very hard on it, but it sort of tastes like you just put everything into a little pot and then cooked it for like
So
3
isn't
minutes.
that what you do, Papyrus?
What?
Isn't that what you do? You just throw everything in a pot?
Yes,
Then what's the difference?
I do it very heroically.
Really?
That is a very big difference.
Yes. However, when I say he throws it, I mean he just takes the ingredients and puts them into a pot and then cooks them. Like, he doesn't chop them up, he doesn't do anything like that, he just puts it in the oven.
Oh.
Yes. But I'm sorry, Sans. I'm glad I have somewhere to talk about this, but I'm sorry, brother. I really hope that we can cook better together, though. I do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really big on cooking or nothing, but I'm proud that you started taking it up.
So can we all agree white chocolate's disgusting?
What?
Dark
White
chocolate
chocolate?
is delicious.
Dark chocolate is good. White chocolate is forbidden.
I love
No.
white chocolate. I don't know what you're
Some
talking
white
You're
about.
chocolate
gross.
is fine.
Just like with your
What?
snails.
Look,
Come
look,
on.
dark chocolate is the one that's disgusting.
What?
Your
Dark
attitude's
chocolate's good
disgusting.
too.
Dark chocolate's disgusting. I prefer milk chocolate.
Well,
mean, milk
I
chocolate's
like
pretty good.
I like chocolate. I don't really have a preference for white or dark. It's very good.
Why? Because you only like spaghetti?
What?
You like spaghetti more than chocolate. Is that why you're stuttering?
Wait, I don't eat spaghetti.
What?
Then why do you cook it?
I cook it for every friend I ever make. And Sans, I cook spaghetti for everyone around me. I eat oats with the little dinosaur-shaped eggs.
Oh,
So,
the little
why-
dinosaurs.
So why don't you ever eat your own spaghetti?
Well, I don't actually know. I've never tried it before.
You
Yeah,
should try it.
one of the
Wait.
most important things that a chef has to do is taste it for themselves, so that way they know it's good.
Really? Bandai never told me that.
Well, bros. Here's the thing. You wouldn't be able
She wants
to
you
really
to figure out
taste.
it yourself so you become even a better chef than her.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Bro,
Yes?
we don't. Neither of us have taste buds.
That's true.
You make them.
Yeah, we don't have tongues.
Make them. Make them.
That is
No,
true. We could
no.
make them.
No, we're not talking about
Yes.
that.
Yes, we are.
No.
Asriel, no, stop.
But,
No.
I mean, the Asriel does have it. That
Asriel?
laugh sounded very similar to Flowey. I swear, you remind me so much of Flowey.
We don't talk about the weed.
I'm sorry. It's I just have a cold. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, again, I didn't know I had to taste my spaghetti. I guess I can start doing that. All right. Asgore, what's your least favorite food?
I don't really have any.
Well, fair enough.
All food is delicious to me.
That's fair enough. All right. I don't think Sans and Asriel have answered, have you?
Oh, you gonna answer?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
ladies first. Sans, continue, go.
How about we start alphabetically?
I want to go in reverse.
Very well.
Sans.
What is your least favorite sound?
My least favorite
Yes.
is it would have to be. Oh no,
Mustard.
I don't. No. I don't really like Mettaton's face steak all that much.
You know what?
I
That's fair enough. That is fair enough, Sans.
I don't like to eat anything that makes me feel like it's watching me as I eat it. Ugh.
That I would have to agree, Sans. I've never actually eaten much food from MTT Resort, but hearing face steak makes me think of a horror film.
The thing is, though, with Mettaton's food, it's not as healthy as you think it is.
I didn't think it was healthy to begin with.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was edible to begin with.
Yes.
the glam burger is concerning.
The Starfade looks like it has mainly sugar that's been painted.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
The
yeah,
hero
but
sandwich,
look,
however,
here's the thing.
looks okay.
Yes.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. Look. Here's the thing, though. Most of the food there is horrible. Heck, almost all the food there is horrible. But you don't see Mettaton getting much backlash about it. Everyone's always coming after Burger Pants, and I don't know why. Like, the guy did nothing wrong. He's just working, and yet they all come at him, not Mettaton.
I wish I could say I know who this Burger Pants was.
He is the worker.
Oh!
Ooh.
Well, I've barely been
The
there, so
guy-
I didn't really know.
Just
I'm
that
a...
orange
the guy-
cat-looking thing.
Remember we went there one time, bro, and we were trying to talk to Mettaton, and then Mettaton turned around and started yelling at this cat guy with the little hat on.
Oh, that one poor fellow that for some reason had 3 hamburgers in his pants.
Burger Pants,
Yeah.
yes.
Hence Burger Pants.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Poor
Well, I
guy.
hope that fellow's
I don't
doing
even-
okay.
I don't even know his actual name. Poor guy. I should ask him next time.
All right. Well, what about you, Asriel?
Oh, the least favorite food thing?
Yes. I hate that food
Sorry.
too.
Sorry, no, it was, sorry, cold. Anyway.
Yeah.
0
0 out of 10 would not get.
Anyway, I cannot stand blue cheese for the life of me.
Blue cheese?
I cannot stand it. It's not even cheese.
No, hold on. There's
Yeah.
cheese
I
that's
mean,
blue?
It technically is, but it's really not. It's like
Yeah, it's
not
good.
it's like a dressing, but it's disgusting.
I bet it is disgusting. Why would you dye a cheese blue?
It's not. It's not just.
I
Papyrus.
don't know.
Yes.
It's basically
Humans are weird.
fermented cheese.
What does that mean?
Fermented means it's been outside for years.
What?
Yeah.
And
People
it gets
eat
old,
that?
And
Okay.
it gets moldy, and it gets
Yeah.
disgusting.
Okay.
Who would leave their
Fermenting
food out
mold.
like
Hold on.
that?
Hold on. Fermenting is actually not a bad food practice, or it also works the same for like drinks. They ferment fruit, and it actually has a really odd effect. But it tastes good.
But you
I
hate
tried
blue
it
cheese.
once. It wasn't that nice.
How do you know this?
Yes, how do you know this? Young goat Asriel?
I fermented stuff before,
What?
I
Since
tried
when?
When?
a
I
long time
woke
ago.
up in another house.
How old are
You
you?
just get the What?
young,
Where did you get the
but
cheese?
also old.
I-
Do not ask questions you do not want the answers to.
But
I think I may know the answer, but I don't want to talk about it.
Alright.
Sans.
Well, all right.
Okay, first of all, ew. Second of all, what the heck?
Hey, you were the one who threw it out there now.
So?
You were like, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. What else is that supposed to
That
mean?
doesn't automatically insinuate what you're thinking.
Well, what
Excuse
is
me?
the answer that you don't want to give?
Well,
That always
I'm not
insinuates
gonna
something
give it to you.
bad.
I'm not gonna give you the answer.
Why not?
All
What's
right.
wrong with the answer?
All right. All right.
Oh.
That's enough. Listen. It's the holiday season. We should not be arguing. Okay? We should all be
You should be
happy.
fighting.
We should be No, we should all be celebrating and all be happy and celebrating the holidays. Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever else. So let's
Shall
just
we
all get
celebrate?
along.
Can we celebrate a holiday?
I think that's where I'm going to stop all this. Say goodbye, everyone.
Wait, no,
Good
wait.
Say
Bye.
goodbye.
It lasts an
Bye-bye.
entire month.
Bye.
See you later.
Farewell.
Alright, see you later, kiddos. And always remember, keep on going and take care, because someone out there really cares about you.
That's actually very good, Sans. I thought you were going to tell another pun.
Quick, end it before he does.
Yes.
End it, end it.
So, okay, when it starts, like, can you actually edit that? It's like, wait, if you're editing this out, then I can say this. You just
Yes,
cut it
I can.
off right before. Please do that. That's actually great.